told me fortune favors the brave, and I lost all my fucking money.
Hey, GM fam, how we doing? Welcome back to another episode of GM Metaverse, your daily Web3 gaming update segment brought to you from me, Krafter. If you're not following me on Twitter already, go do that, Krafter_ETH, and everywhere else on social, Krafter_ETH. Let's dive on into it today. We got a handful of stuff came in over the weekend. Hopefully, y'all had a good weekend. If you were in NFT Paris, hopefully you had fun there. It looked like it was a good time, lots of good stuff. And yeah, the first thing that we're going to be diving into today is this new, maybe not new to me game that I came across called Overtrip. And it's a battle royale Web3 game powered by GameStarter and Surgeons.io, and it looks interesting. So let's take just a little bit of a deep dive into this tweet that I got here. And a reminder, all the links to all the tweets and info that we go over is going to be in the description below. If you are catching it on Twitter or live, you'll have to wait for the replays or pop by my Discord and I can drop the links in there for you. But gear up for the Manic Blitz of Overtrip. 888 Founders Passes. Your golden ticket to the top of the Trippy universe. Lock, load, and laugh. This is where the wild play. So the game summary is a zany, skill-first, third-person battleground. Overtrip tosses players into a neon-drenched mayhem where strategy, speed, and a bit of luck crown the victors. Each match, a gamble where the skilled stake their claim to glory. Gameplay features, instant play system, solo to squad modes. They got it all. Maps, crafted for cunning with terrain ripe for sneaky tactics or bold stands. Core mechanics, movement is fluid. Arsenal, eclectic. They're really tooting their own horn. Player progression, rack up XP for kills, assists, and smart plays. Climb tiers, earn street cred, and flaunt your battle scars, and unlock in-game assets, trip, and more. The infrastructure, robust photon engine, multiplayer setup, check. Anti-cheat, hardcore, we play fair, and we play hard. So they have these founder passes that I'm assuming they're going to be selling here in the near future. 888 of them. Gain special in-game content, benefits, trip allocation, benefits in future airdrop farming campaigns, and early access to future features. And the trip integration. So their token can be staked in matches for wagering purposes. Interesting. With victors claiming a substantial reward, thereby integrating a unique economic layer into the gameplay. That's kind of cool. You can wager how much trip you want to bet on a match, and if you win, you'll win big. Trippy terminal launch before Mint. Before the Mint, Overtrip will launch a comprehensive dashboard accessible to all players with exclusive sections for future NFT holders. The Trippy terminal is the gateway to the Overtrip Bonanza. And here we got a little bit of footage coming in. They say it's coming this March. Overtrip the game. A proper shootout. I mean, looks a lot like Fortnite, obviously. I think that's what they're going for. And Battle Royale obviously lends its hand to Fortnite. So I don't know, just one that I'm gonna keep my eye on. Who knows what'll happen with it? I am not gonna mint a pass or anything. Do your own research if you think you might want to do that. But it's a first-person shooter, which I always enjoy. Battle royales are fun, so I'm gonna keep my eye on this one. Moving on up. What up, Binkoverse? Binkoverse in the chat. Thanks for swinging by. And everyone else that's tuning in live, thanks for being here. Let me know if you got any questions or feedback along the way. Next up, we got Dookey Dash. Dookey Dash Unclogged coming back. They dropped this video, which is going to be linked in the description, that you can go watch with sound. I know you don't get sound while I'm streaming on here, but they revealed this video at NFT Paris, and there's going to be a minimum prize pool of $1 million. So you can go to dookie-unclogged.com to pre-register if Dookey Dash is up your alley and you want to compete to win some monies. So go ahead. If Dookey Dash is your thing, I sucked at Dookey Dash. I don't expect to be good at it all of a sudden now. So I'll probably leave this one to y'all. But if you are a competitive gamer or want to try your hand at a $1 million prize pool, now's the time. It's coming quick. I've seen lots of different streamers. I saw Orangey streaming it, so it is playable. There's lots of apes testing it, and it's going to be public soon from the sounds of it. Next on our list, we got Trendy Factory. We've talked about Trendy Factory in the past. It's one of the handful of games that I've had a chance to play recently, and I absolutely loved it. So I'll keep talking about it. Whenever I do love your game, I'll keep giving it love as you're doing stuff. So good job, Geekus and team, for continuing to do stuff. They have a fun little side quest going on right now with their game. So if you produce 1,000 fabric, you can post proof in the reply section with hashtag Trinity Challenge and be entered into a raffle to receive 100 sand. And they're going to do the raffle on stream. So got the link to play below here. We got some people entering already. Mickle, how much fabric? Trying to see how much fabric you got. Load up here. 1,096 fabric. Boom. That's a good entry. Nicely done. So if you want to compete in this side quest, I don't know when it's going to expire. I might want to hop in their Discord and figure that out, but pretty easy. Well, I wouldn't say easy, but pretty fun to try and produce 1,000 fabric to get this side quest completed and enter to win 100 sand. Next, we got Sandbox looking to feature games. So if you have a game that either you're working on or it is complete, you should submit video either of you building it or a trailer with a link to the live experience, and also follow TSP creators and use this hashtag. and you will be considered to be featured on their official Twitter accounts. So, a good way to get some exposure if you've got a game going on, tweet out a video of your game, either a trailer or you building it, and a link to the live experience if it's live. And make sure you're following TSP creators and use the hashtag TSP Builders Challenge. And you'll be considered to be one of the featured accounts across the official Twitter accounts of the sandbox. So, good opportunity to get some exposure on your game there. Highly recommend going through that and submitting. You never know what'll happen. Definitely get more eyes on it if the sandbox is sharing the love for you. Next up, got to plug Metaverse Monday tonight. I'm doing my first ever Metaverse Monday stream. I'm going to do this for a while at least. We'll see how long it goes, but at least for a few Mondays, we'll see how long it ends up being a thing. But Metaverse Monday tonight, we're doing viewer games. So I got a list of 4 games that I'm for sure going to be checking out on the stream tonight. Shout out Big Axe Master with the Misty Mountain game, Trouble Down Under with their Endless Runner game, Portal Rush from Tom Voxel, the Portal game that we're going to check out, and High Race, I think is what it's called. Ooh, excuse me, I can't remember exactly what the Binkoverse game is called, to be honest. Something with high in it. We're going to be playing some high games with Binkoverse tonight as well. And then if we got any extra time, if you're tuning in live, I'll be on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, starting at 7 p.m. Central Time. You can drop your games in the chat, and I will play those if we got time after those 4. So please tune in, check those fun games out. The idea is to start showing you guys other fun games inside of the sandbox that maybe you would want to be checking out and maybe joining the community of if you vibe with the game and think that it's fun what they're doing. So that's what I'm going to be doing on Monday nights, 7 to 10 p.m. Central Time. I believe that's 1 a.m. UTC. So I know that's late for some of y'all, but that's when I can do it. So you can catch the replay either on YouTube or Twitter if you miss it. But please tune in and let me know what other games I should be checking out. You can drop your games in the comments of this tweet, drop them in the chat when you tune in live, wherever. As long as you get my attention, I'll be adding them to my list. And then lastly, I just wanted to shine light on my tweet that I just sent out because it just like clicked with me, and I think it's super important to address. Um, I don't, I don't understand. It seems like it would be pretty easy, to be honest, to get all of the sandbox avatars into Nifty Island. Um, Vice versa, not so much because bringing them into the sandbox, they need to be voxels. But it should be pretty easy to get the actual sandbox game avatars into a VRM, I think is what will be easiest to convert them into. And then that way they would all be able to be played inside of Nifty Island, which will give some interoperability to the sandbox assets, which I think is super important and something that if we are truly trying to build an open metaverse, we need to get away from having our walls up and only allowing assets that we create to be used in one particular game. It needs to expand outside of that ecosystem and start becoming interoperability. And this is just one of those things that I see happening right now that I think would be super doable on both teams' parts and would start pushing us towards more interoperability. But I don't know what all needs to happen behind the scenes to make that possible, but hopefully we can get Nifty Island and Sandbox communicating and figuring something out. Nifty immediately replied and said, asked if the avatar files are public, and I have no idea if they are or not. So I'm gonna try and get them connected with somebody that can figure that out. But hopefully something will come of this because I think it would be super dope to be able to take any avatar you buy from the sandbox game marketplace and then also be able to use it inside of Nifty Island. Like that's the dream, and obviously bigger than that, but that's the first step is to start cooperating and getting these things happening. So hope to see that happen. Go show some love on that tweet if you like the idea of that too, and we'll see if we can get some attention brought to this. And that's it. That's it, y'all. Short, sweet Monday stream. Um, GM Metaverse, 18 minutes. Let's go. I'm trying to keep them. I mean, 15 to 30 minutes is kind of what I'm shooting for. So we did 18 minutes today, which is pretty solid. Um, there wasn't too much that came in over the weekend, so we weren't didn't have way too much to go over. But hopefully, y'all are enjoying this show, and it's helping you guys stay up to speed with what's going on without having to constantly be scrolling the timeline and trying to find the most important stuff day in and day out. Hopefully, this can just be a resource for you guys to come to easily get up to speed in 15 to 30 minutes and then go on with your day. And that's my goal. So we'll keep it rolling. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.